Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to Prophecy of Pendor. Now, when we left off, we had laid siege to Rain, and we will now be continuing our assault against it. Now, of course, it is a siege tower, so we will not be retreating and going back in, and retreating and going back in like we would otherwise with a ladder town. Obviously, a ladder town is just, just fantastic. Just a gift, an absolute gift. And so, let us lead our soldiers in an assault. Now, there is a vassal very close by, so we need to be a little bit careful about what we do here, because if we actually end up getting taken out and many of our units actually die, lo and behold, it might actually happen, you never know, then I think we'll probably have a very bad time of things, because there are I think one vassal on the outskirts, and there's another one a little bit closer, so you need to be a little bit careful there. But thankfully enough, due to the fact that the build time for the siege tower is so long, we have now restored most of our units back to their former glory. So we should, in theory, be completely fine to, well, just have our Empire Armored Crossbowmen deal as much damage as they can deal. And we're going to tell them to stand closer twice, because apparently that's the way to go. So, yeah, let's try it out a little bit, shall we? Let's try it out and see what happens. Obviously, the Legionnaires are going to be absorbing most of the damage that is being dealt right now, which is just fantastic. Most of the casualties we actually had from the previous siege were Legionnaires, so that's actually pretty good, I gotta say. It's actually pretty nice to see that there's not that many armored crossbowmen falling before the might of the opponent. Now, they are Feared's Vein, of course, so we need to be a little bit careful about them in melee. Now, I'm going to try, if I can, to use some throwing weapons against their archers. Come on, take them down. Ah, no. Really? Yes, there we go. It hit him somewhere else, somewhere down below. Oh, there we go. We actually hit him through the heart. Oh, fantastic. Very nice indeed. Now, maybe I could actually kill this guy. Yes, we did some damage, but unfortunately then I ran out of throwing weapons. Oh, such a disappointment. Yes. He's the only archer remaining as well, and he is the one deciding, oh yes, I'm just going to focus Beartild here. Apparently Beartild is the only one that deserves being killed. Yes, everyone else he can just ignore. Fantastic, isn't it? Yes, absolutely fantastic. So, now I guess we're just going to have to wait and see what we're able to do at the entrance here. I am actually a little bit... I'm actually unsure what we should do. Mainly, we should probably just stand here and wait and see, but I'm a little bit worried about doing that, because you never know. We might actually just take way too much damage, our Legionnaires may get eliminated, and then we'll just be left with crossbowmen. Obviously, that's not a bad thing, because they are exceptionally good, but for the most part, I would like to penetrate their lines and maybe get behind them and do some damage rather viciously. That would be rather nice in my opinion, but right now that does not appear to be happening anytime soon. Oh, never mind. We're actually getting inside. Oh, this is great. Okay, let's push in here. Come on now. Push inside. Yes. Yes, there we are. Oh, excellent. Oh, this is good. This is very nice. This feels nice actually, because now we have the opportunity to deal much more damage personally and hopefully not get trapped by those two guys. That would be pretty bad. Get sandwiched between them. Yes, oh my. That would be pretty bad. In actual fact, we would take a lot of damage. Okay, come on, take them out. Knights of the Dragon. They're actually pretty decent. Need to be a little bit careful about them, of course. I'm going to start swinging wildly in the general direction of them, because that's my combat style. Yes, swinging wildly. Yes. Okay, so it's actually working out pretty nicely right now. We're doing reasonably well, and all we need to do is eliminate many of the lower tier units. Now, here we go. I think I have something that we may want to do. So, let's see here. Should I charge in my crossbowmen? I think I'm going to charge in our crossbowmen, or at least we're going to get them up here, because we're going to need them, but there is something that we could also do, which is to head around the side here. And, oh, hello there. There appears to be someone down below in the depths of the courtyard. And we are going to be dealing some damage to him with a lovely thrust. Please turn around. You're not going to turn around? Well, that's spoiling the entire thing, isn't it? Thank you very much, Bowman. Okay, well... Ooh, it appears we have a Legionnaire coming behind us as well. Oh, that's great. Very nice indeed. Hopefully he'll be able to do some damage. And this is exactly what I was hoping for. Now, of course, I do have a couple of units coming in from the side here, which we are going to be dealing with as much as possible, but right now we're just going to be a little bit careful of the light infantry. They can still deal some pretty nice damage, so we need to be careful of that. You never know. That guy looks like Coninger Valdis, doesn't he? Doesn't he look like that? He seems to have like a blonde beard. It seems like that might be him. It's a clone. It's a clone of Coninger Valdis, maybe. Ah, well, no. It's probably not, but you never know. The Fierdsvain have been known to do other things like that, so yes. Okay, so let's just eliminate as many as we can. Oh, there's a Legionnaire fighting alongside us. That's really great to see. Hopefully we can help him out a little bit. There we are. You mind if I join in? Ah, yes. Excellent. Okay, so that's very, very nice. And now all we need to do is sandwich these guys between us, and we will have no problems whatsoever. We are dealing so much damage right now. Look at the heavy hits, the hard hits that we're able to do here. And, of course, because we have piercing damage, we're able to penetrate through their armor exceedingly well. And I think this is it. I think this is actually it. That was a fantastic maneuver, I have to say. Or at least I hoped it was. And we have lost quite a few of our infantry, haven't we? Yes, I think we have lost quite a few. So that's kind of worrying, I gotta say. But I suppose getting the fief, that is the main result that we were hoping for. So, as to the question as to whether we are going to renounce our allegiance, I actually have no idea. I think renouncing our allegiance probably would be a good idea if we are going to create our own faction, but obviously I actually thought to myself maybe it would be a cool idea to help the Empire take over the entirety of Pendor, but then I thought to myself, but then it cuts down on a lot of the customization that we would otherwise get. And I think the customization would be really cool to go for. And yeah, I've been reading up on the custom knighthood orders, and they actually look really cool. And I actually think they're not going to take that long, and they don't seem that expensive, but obviously maybe that is, of course, without Noldor gear. So if you're going to get Noldor armor, of course, for all of them, I was thinking of just getting them torso armor or something like that, then of course that will take quite some time, but otherwise it doesn't seem that bad, I have to say. So, you know, that's I don't think that's too bad, to be honest. So maybe we could do that. I'm not entirely sure. Let's take some Mist Mountain warriors. We were exceptionally lucky that we killed all of the high tier units in the previous siege, because now we just took literally no damage. I think their mistake was rallying outside and actually trying to go mano a mano with us outside the walls. If they'd stayed in the walls, then I'm pretty sure we would be facing a very different fate. So, let's take the Ravenstern, and we'll take a couple more of those guys. I really don't fancy taking any of these Sarlian units, but I guess we'll just take them just to max out. And we'll take some horses just to sell. We'll let our heroes choose something that they really don't want to. Shall we ask? See, now this is the thing. If we ask right now, it is more than likely that he will decide that we are not going to be awarded rain. Okay, so let's leave it up to the AI. Okay, so I'm not going to make the decision, but I'm going to leave it up to the AI. If he decides to give us rain, then we will stay with the Empire for the foreseeable future. But if he decides not to give us rain, then we will renounce our allegiance immediately and become our own faction. How does that sound? Well, let's see how it goes, shall we? Let's request that rain be awarded to us. Excellent, yes. Okay, so now, all we need to do is sell a couple of things here. That double axe looks really cool, but it doesn't have crush. If it had crush, then I would probably be like, oh yes, we got to use that. But right now, probably not. So I think we'll just leave that. That's fine. We can sell it, and we can actually gain some pretty nice amounts of money here too. Wow, it's actually way too much even for us. So I guess we're just going to buy as much as we can here. Hopefully get that a little bit lower. There we are. That's a little bit lower, I guess. And we'll take back the double axe just to get it a little bit low. There we go. Very nice indeed. And then I'll just sell the double axe to the sword merchant. No, the horse merchant. I have no idea. Sword merchant? Yeah, I can definitely ride my sword into battle. Yes, that would probably be a little bit uncomfortable, wouldn't it? So we do have a lot of books here. So if we are needing money at any point, then of course we are going to be using those to get a bit of a cash injection. Obviously, they're not really going to give us that much. They're probably going to give us about, I'm not entirely sure, maybe 1,000 to 2,000, so it's really not that much. Okay, so, no, I don't really want to learn a poem. I don't really want to learn a poem. I think it would actually be really cool to do so, but right now, as you can see, we do have a Fyrdsvain, two Fyrdsvain vassals, correction. Two Fyrdsvain vassals right outside. Oh, Conungur Valdis was actually eliminated. I wonder by who? Well, I suppose we are at war against them, so maybe they encountered a couple of Empire vassals, you never know. Maybe that was the case. So, I don't know whether this guy, he is sieging it. Oh, okay, so he is attempting to besiege it, so I guess we'll just wait and see what he decides to do. Ah, hello there, Sir Roland. Unfortunately, we have no space, but we did gain some right to rule, which is fantastic. So, before we actually get, well, I suppose beset upon by this fellow, I'd like to take a look and see. We have 48 right to rule. That might actually be what we require. Well, 50 would be better, of course, but 48 is pretty close. And maybe it would be an idea to then, well, you know what I'm saying, to create our own faction. Maybe that would be an idea. Okay, so we've already told Julia to go away and tell people about us. Oh, no. What is this? Oh, no, hold off for now, thank you very much. Oh, no, I didn't want to do that. No, not at all. Okay, so before we actually get into combat, I'd like to level up Adonia a little bit, so let's go into her screen here and actually see what's going on. Nothing much, unfortunately enough. Oh, we need to go into Bertild in just a second as well. Obviously, he has quite the bit to level up. We're probably going to try and pump a few skills every now and again, and let's just see. Okay, so that's fine. Everyone's leveled up rather nicely. Okay, I was trying to find a companion that we could send off. I think we can probably, yes, we can send Sir Jocelyn off, but unfortunately right now he is, yeah, he's actually pretty good. So we're going to wait until Sir Roland comes back. I am going to disband this armored footman because, well, not particularly necessary. And hopefully Sir Roland will come back, and then we will be able to tell Sir Jocelyn to go away and give us some right to rule. I think that would be pretty cool. Now, we do have a Deshar vassal attempting to take Ethos right now, as you can plainly see in the text log right there. Okay. Apparently Marius Imperator loves us, so he is giving us rain. Wow. I gotta say, I am incredibly surprised about this. Very surprised, in actual fact. I really thought he wasn't going to, but we're going to accept the honor. And there it is. So rain is now ours as well as Poinsbrook. Can you believe that? I actually can't believe it. Really can't. Okay, so hello there. I would like you to recruit from the surrounding villages. And, we have Knights of the Dragon here. We have no training grounds, though, which, of course, I will be doing in just a second. I would like to get as many of those places up as possible. Wait a minute. Yeah, our own banner. So wait a minute. Where's the manage this town screen? Do I need to actually do something? I see. Okay, so I think we probably need to, no, not that. Thank you very much. We do need to speak to our, why am I going into the tavern? Maybe I think he's some sort of drunk, but we need to speak to our seneschal and schedule a training session with him. And then we are hopefully going to be able to get a training ground. Obviously, we need to... Where is the training session? I actually have no idea where that is. That's really strange. Okay, so there's Sir Roland. At least he has now returned, so that's good. So let's go and tell Sir Jocelyn that he should go away for a little bit, and then he'll come back, of course. Really? Okay. He's actually... Yes, I had heard. That's literally all he says. Okay, so fantastic, isn't it? Oh yes, he has quite the attitude, does he not? Okay, so Lethal Durin? Yeah, okay. Would you then support my cause? Okay, so unfortunately Lethal Durin is gonna have to go off for a little bit. Really didn't want to have to lose him, but I guess that's okay. Considering we're not creating our own faction just yet, I'm actually unsure whether we should now. It appears the fates are conspiring against our plans to do that. Well, we'll see, I suppose. So, let us go into Bertild right now. And we'll level up his power strike a little more. And I think that will be... Wait a minute, let's get some more throwing skill. Really? Just 1 point? Okay, yeah, that's not particularly good, is it? Okay, so that's fine. and this guy's just waiting, so I'm actually unsure whether we should just engage him on the fields of battle, but I really would love to see how he does on a siege tower. If he actually even is going to attempt it. If he's going to attempt it, then... Oh, okay. There comes all of our... Oh, Agathon. I actually really like Agathon, so I'm actually thinking maybe we should just stay with the Empire. Not entirely sure, but yes, this guy is absolutely fantastic. Really, he is really good. Now, let's see. Do you think we can work together to advance our standings? He has 8 relation with us, which is not exactly great. Do you have any task? No, apparently Alyssa does not like him. If you're looking for action, you may try venturing out to Rain. We have received word that a force of the Fyrdsvain is in the area. Ah, well, that's great. That's very nice. I actually knew that already, but okay, I guess we'll be attempting to eliminate this guy, but he's going to be completely outnumbered. Shall we even bother? I'm actually unsure whether we should even bother, because there are so many Empire vassals there, it's kind of pointless, I'd say. Okay. Shall we? Okay, let's just head in. Maybe we can get a little bit of relation? I'm just going to charge in here. There we go. Yes, we get a little bit of relation with Livius Dux, so that's... I suppose that's okay. Ah, and he did manage to escape as well, which is rather unfortunate. So, okay, I guess we'll get a knight and we'll get an adventurer. Thank you very much. I like those. And I think we'll take a couple of captured enemies prisoner as well. That sounds good to me. Okay, there we are. Not bad at all, so I think that was actually really worth it, just to go in for a little bit there. And so, I think we're... I can't manage this town for some reason. I suppose it's because we are at -4. So I guess the only thing I can do is head in here and speak to Larissa. And let's see. I'd like to buy every man in here. Yes, there we go. Very nice. Our relation with Rain has improved. And hopefully... Nope, that's going to literally take the longest time. So we're going to need to do that. We're going to need to get it back to a neutral or positive standing before we can do anything like build something here. Well, as far as I'm aware, that is the case, but I really wouldn't have thought that that would be, but apparently it is. Apparently there's some sort of blockade stopping us from building the training grounds and various other things. So I guess we'll just head into Alyssa now, and we'll see what else we can do here. I think we probably just want to go for some more agility here. Maybe some more power strike would be good, and we'll just level up a couple of skills here. I would like to... She does have a spear. So that's actually pretty good. She does have a spear, so she's very good with that. And I think that's going to be it. So yes, without further ado, I will get all of our garrisons to a reasonable standing. About 200 units in each, I would say, would probably be a really good margin, as well as to reduce the amount of wages that we have to deal with too. And yeah, I guess we'll see what happens next. Obviously, I would like to try and find Alaric Brouhaha, because he is no doubt maybe going to have a Qualis gem. Who knows? So, I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.